Having a full meltdown right now because Alexandra Eala refuses to do what the WTA seems to love most, dropping your coach the moment things get difficult. While every insider with a social media account is demanding she hire some big-name celebrity coach, Eala is calmly being the most mature person in the room. This is not just about tennis. This is about a 20-year-old proving she is sharper than the entire media machine put together. Before we get into this whole coaching circus, I need to ask you something. Do you think loyalty is actually a strength in today's WTA, or is Alex making a dangerous mistake by standing by Joan Bush? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Now let us talk about the absolute chaos that is the modern Women's Tennis Association. And honestly, it is kind of impressive that we have reached a point where top 20 players treat their coaches like something they can just throw away. Lose a second-round match at a major, fire the coach. Forehand feels a little off on a Tuesday, fire the coach. It has become a revolving door of big personalities, verified accounts, and multi-million-dollar price tags. The media loves it because it creates the illusion that something meaningful is changing. They enjoy watching players cycle through Patrick Muratoglu, Brad Gilbert, or Sasha Bargine like they are trying on shoes at a mall, hoping that a famous name sitting in the player's box will somehow fix a shaky second serve or calm a mid-match panic attack. It is a spectacle driven by insecurity, a frantic search for a quick fix that simply does not exist. And yet the analysts and commentators talk about it like it is the only path to greatness. And then there is Alex Eala, the player with a massive and growing fan army, a rapidly climbing ranking, and corporate sponsorships that would make veteran players jealous. The tennis establishment looks at her and completely short-circuits. They cannot figure out why she is not playing along with the system. In their minds she is a superstar now, and superstars are supposed to have superstar coaches with Grand Slam pedigrees. They are literally inventing rumors about her turning down seven-figure offers from elite celebrity coaches because they genuinely cannot understand the concept of loyalty in a sport that runs entirely on panic and self-interest. It is almost amusing how confused they are by a young woman who actually knows exactly who she is. But if we are going to have an honest conversation, we have to talk about who Joan Bush actually is. He is not some random person Eala found 6 months ago to break down her technique. You have to go back to the beginning. When Alex was a 13-year-old girl who packed her bags and left the Philippines for the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, Joan Bush was already there. He is the person who built her entire game from the ground up. Think about the psychological reality of being 13 years old, far from your parents in a foreign country, being pushed through the intense demands of that academy every single day. We have talked about her lifestyle before, the 5 hours of daily training, the physical exhaustion, the academic pressure, and the complete sacrifice of a normal childhood. Through every difficult moment, every brutal early morning gym session, and every moment of deep self-doubt, Joan Bush was the one standing on the other side of the net. He did not show up when the Nike money started coming in or when the cameras started flashing. He was there when she was just a young girl with a powerful lefty swing trying to hold herself together on a practice court. In professional tennis, trust is the rarest thing you can have. It is the loneliest sport in the world. When you are out there on center court, you are completely exposed. No timeouts, no substitutions, no teammates to shelter behind. When you are down 2-5 in a deciding set with your lungs burning, you have one place to look, the player's box. When Alex looks up, she does not need to see a celebrity coach already thinking about his next television appearance. She needs to see the man who knows exactly where her limit is because he is the one who helped her push past it years ago. You cannot buy that level of trust with $1 million contract. It has to be built through years of shared struggle and sacrifice. Now let us address the tactical experts claiming that Bush does not have enough experience to take her to the next level. Are we even watching the same sport? The entire foundation of Eala's game is built on the Spanish clay court philosophy, which is exactly what Bush teaches at the academy. It is about heavy suffocating topspin, constructing points with patience and precision, and an absolute refusal to give away free points. We just watched her push Jessica Pegula to the edge. We have watched her physically wear down experienced tour veterans. That does not happen by accident. Bush has built a game plan that perfectly suits her natural tools as a left-handed player. So why would she fire the person who designed a game that is currently giving the top 50 serious problems, just to bring in some high-profile coach who will inevitably want to put his own stamp on everything? These celebrity coaches always want to adjust the grip or tweak the toss just so they can take the credit when the results come. Eala does not need to be taken apart and rebuilt. She needs consistency. Her refusal to follow the crowd says everything about how mature she already is. Think about the pressure she is carrying. She has an entire nation expecting Grand Slam titles right now. It would be so easy for a 20-year-old to let that get to her head, blame the coach after a tough loss, and hire a recognizable name just to keep the sponsors happy. But she holds on to the lessons from her grandfather, Lolo Bob, back on the public courts in the Philippines. He taught her that you do not walk away from the people who built everything with you just because you finally got invited to a bigger table. Bosch understands the cultural weight she carries and the family dynamics that come with it. He shields her from the media circus. If she let him go right now, it would completely disrupt her mental stability. Trying to build a new relationship with a stranger while navigating the highest pressure moments of her career would be a serious mistake. The reason she stays composed when things get tough is that everything around her is steady. No drama, no conflicting voices, just the work, the discipline, and the deep trust between a player and the coach who essentially helped raise her. The experts love to talk about reaching the next level as if it is an actual destination you can only arrive at by paying someone $500,000 a year to sit in your box and wear your sponsor's hat. They completely ignore the fact that the most successful players in history, the ones who actually stay at the top for years, almost always have a foundation built on stability. Look at Rafa himself. Look at the long-term partnerships that actually produce real results. The WTA's obsession with constantly switching coaches is exactly why so many talented players hit a wall and then disappear in a cloud of coaching changes and technical adjustments that destroy their natural rhythm. Alex is avoiding that trap entirely. She sees the circus happening around her and chooses to stay focused and keep doing the work. People keep bringing up this reported $1 million offer she supposedly turned down from a celebrity coach. Even if it is true, why is that surprising? Because in a world where almost everyone takes the easy money, she did not. She knows that a celebrity coach is not going to hit the ball for her when she is down 30-40 in the third set. They are not going to be the ones up at dawn making sure her recovery is on track. Joan Bosch is part of who she is as an athlete. You do not go looking to change something that is already working. The media's inability to understand this reflects their own shallow priorities, not a flaw in Alex's thinking. They want the headline. She wants the trophy. They want the drama of a high-profile split. She wants the peace of mind that comes from knowing her team is fully behind her, win or lose. Now let us be straight about the celebrity coach myth. These figures are often just well-traveled professionals who know how to give a good interview. They come in, tell the player they are talented but need a few small adjustments, and then take a percentage of the prize money. When the player goes through a rough patch, and every player eventually does, the coach simply moves on to the next rising star. It is a cycle that only benefits one side. Joan Bosch, however, is invested in the person, not just the paycheck. He has seen her at her lowest long before the world ever knew her name. That kind of loyalty is a real strategic advantage. It allows Alex to focus completely on her tennis, knowing that the people around her are solid and dependable. She is not looking over her shoulder wondering if her coach is quietly searching for a better opportunity. She is not worried about him walking away after 3 straight losses. That security is exactly what allows her to play such bold and fearless tennis. And for the fans concerned that she is not progressing fast enough, just look at the results. Look at how she is handling the power and pressure of the top players. She is getting stronger, faster, and sharper every single month. The improvement is steady and built to last. It is not a sudden burst of form driven by a fresh coaching energy. It is the result of years of consistent and high-level guidance. Changing that now would be like trying to swap the engine of a plane while it is still in the air just because someone suggested a different brand might get you there slightly faster. It is reckless. It is unnecessary. And quite honestly, it is disrespectful to everything they have already built together. Eala is the one turning heads here, but only because she is operating with a level of integrity and long-term thinking that is almost impossible to find in professional sports anymore. She is not interested in the WTA coach swap game. She is focused on a career that lasts 15 years, not 15 months of hype. She has watched talented players burn out because they had no stable foundation beneath them. She has her foundation. She has the person who built it. And she has the good sense to keep the door closed while the rest of the world demands she let the wrong people in. This is not a player who fears change. This is a woman who knows exactly what is working and why. The idea that she needs a big-name coach is just another way for the media to try and claim ownership of her success. If she wins a Grand Slam with Joan Bosch, it belongs to her and her academy. If she wins with a celebrity coach, the media immediately credits the coach and calls it a transformation.
Alex is far too smart for that. She knows who put in the work.
She knows who was there during the hardest moments, and she is absolutely going to make sure they are standing beside her when the rewards arrive. That level of commitment goes beyond tennis.
It is a message to the entire tour.
You cannot buy her loyalty, and you cannot pressure her into making a bad decision.
That is what makes her truly dangerous. Not just her game, but her mindset.
When we look back at this era of tennis, the constant coaching changes will be remembered as years of wasted potential for so many players.
But Eala will be the exception.
She will be the one who held her ground and proved that loyalty and consistency are actually the most powerful tools you can have. The real surprise is not that she refuses to fire her coach. The real surprise is that anyone is shocked by her integrity.
It says far more about the state of the WTA than it does about her. She is not the one who is lost.
Everyone else is just struggling to keep up with how far ahead she is thinking. So while the insiders keep posting and the clickbait keeps coming, Alex and Joan will be on a practice court somewhere doing the work, refining that lefty slice, sharpening the footwork, and tuning out every distraction. Because at the end of the day, a celebrity coach is just a title. Someone who truly knows you is a championship. Eala has already won the most important battle in professional sports.
She has kept her circle tight and her focus sharp.
The rest of the tour should be watching and learning rather than offering opinions.
She is playing for history, not for headlines.
And that is exactly why she is going to reach the very top on her own terms, with her own people, and without a single regret. The next time you see a headline about Alex turning down some dream coaching offer, just remember this.
She does not need a celebrity in her corner. She is the celebrity. She just needs the person who knows exactly how she works. Hit that like button and subscribe for more straight talk. See you in the next one. Keep watching the tape.